She walked down the red carpet like she owned it. But when cameras zoomed in, the world gasped. What Naomi Watts wore to the Venice Film Festival wasn't just fashion. It was a statement that shook Hollywood to its core. The flashbulbs exploded around her. Photographers scrambled for the perfect shot. But nobody expected this moment to become the most talked about controversy of the year. This is the story of a woman who refused to play by the rules, and how one fashion choice revealed everything about her journey from unknown actress to Hollywood. Royalty, picture this. September 2024. The Venice Film Festival red carpet gleams under Italian moonlight. Naomi Watts steps out of her black sedan. The crowd roars. She's 55 years old, but she moves with the confidence of someone half her age. Then, she turns, and the world sees it. A necklace, but not just any necklace. Dangling from her neck is a miniature coffin. Black, gothic, unmistakably morbid. The cameras go wild. Social media explodes instantly. What is she thinking? Has Naomi lost her mind? This is career suicide. But to understand this moment, we need to go back, way back, to a little girl in England who dreamed of something bigger. 1968, Shoreham, Kent. A blonde-haired girl named Naomi Ellen Watts enters the world. Her father, Peter, works as a sound engineer. For Pink Floyd, her mother, My Fan Y, juggles jobs to keep the family afloat. But when Naomi is 7, everything changes. Her parents divorce. Her world crumbles. The family moves to Australia, leaving behind everything familiar. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere, Naomi would later say. I was too English for Australia, too Australian for England. This feeling of displacement would follow her forever. It would shape every role she chose, every relationship she entered, every decision that led to this moment on the Venice red carpet. In Sydney, teenage Naomi discovers acting. She joins drama classes. She finds solace on stage, becoming someone else entirely. Acting saved me, she tells her best friend Nicole Kidman one afternoon. It's the only place I feel real. Double quotes, yes, Nicole Kidman. Even then, before either was famous, they were inseparable. Two blonde Australian actresses with impossible dreams. They make a pact. They'll conquer Hollywood together, or crash and burn trying. The 1990s arrive like a hurricane. Naomi packs her bags for Los Angeles, the city of dreams, the place where careers are made or destroyed in a single audition. But Hollywood doesn't welcome her with open arms. Rejection after rejection. Casting directors barely glance at her headshots. You're too tall, you're too intense, you don't have the look. She shares a cramped apartment with 3 other aspiring actresses. Ramen noodles for dinner. Again, meanwhile, Nicole lands dead calm. Then, Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise. Success finds her best friend first. The jealousy eats at Naomi, but she pushes forward. 1995, a breakthrough. She lands a role in Tank Girl. It's weird. It's wild. It flops spectacularly. But directors notice something. An intensity in her eyes. A willingness to go places other actresses won't. The phone starts ringing. Slowly at first. Then faster. 2001. The role that changes everything. David Lynch calls. He wants her for Mulholland Drive. This part will destroy you, he warns her. Are you ready for that? Naomi doesn't hesitate. Yes. She disappears into Betty Elms, a naive actress who discovers Hollywood's dark underbelly. The role mirrors her own journey in terrifying ways. The film becomes a masterpiece. Critics worship. It awards rain down, but the role takes its toll. Naomi finds herself questioning reality. Where does Betty end and Naomi begin? She starts therapy, begins exploring the darker parts of her psyche, the parts she'd been hiding since childhood. Success is lonelier than failure, she confides to her therapist. At least when you're struggling, you have hope. Fame brings unexpected challenges. Paparazzi follow her everywhere. They camp outside her house. Zoom lenses capture her most private moments. She dates Heath Ledger briefly. The media goes insane. Every date becomes front-page news. I can't breathe. She tells a friend, they're suffocating me. But she keeps working. The Ring becomes a massive hit. She screams her way through horror film after horror film. Critics call her the Scream Queen. She hates the label. I'm not just someone who screams pretty, she says in an interview. I'm an artist, but Hollywood boxes her in, typecast as the terrorized blonde. The victim? The woman who needs saving. Inside, she rebels. She takes smaller, darker roles. Independent films that challenge her, that reveal her range. The box office numbers drop. Her agent panics. Your career suiciding yourself, he warns. Good, she replies. Maybe it's time for a resurrection. 2005. Love finds her in the most unexpected place. Liev Schreiber. An actor's actor, intellectual, intense. Nothing like the Hollywood pretty boys. She's dated before. Their first meeting is electric. He's directing a play. She's reading for the lead. You're not what I expected, he says after her audition. Good or bad? She asks. Dangerous, he replies with a smile. They fall hard. Two artists understanding each other's darkness. Their relationship becomes tabloid gold. Marriage follows. Two sons arrive. Alexander in 2007. Samuel in 2008. For the first time in years, Naomi feels grounded. Complete, but fame and family don't mix easily. The pressure builds. Schedules clash. Resentments grow. 2013. The text message that changes everything. We need to talk. Leaves words on her phone screen. She knows what's coming. 11 years of marriage crumbling in 4 words. The divorce is brutal. Public, humiliating. Paparazzi stake out the family court. Every argument becomes headline news. The children suffer in silence. I failed, she tells her therapist. I couldn't keep my family together. You survived, the therapist responds. That's more than many people manage. But surviving isn't enough anymore. Naomi wants to thrive. To reinvent herself completely, she starts dating younger men. The media crucifies her for it. Cougar, desperate, pathetic. Each headline cuts deeper than the last, but they also fuel something new inside her. A rebellion against expectations. 2017. Billy Crudup enters her life like a lightning bolt. He's younger, handsome, complicated. Their relationship scandalizes Hollywood. Not because of the age gap, but because of his reputation. Billy left his pregnant girlfriend for another woman years earlier. The media painted him as a heartbreaker, a villain. Why him? Her friends ask, you could have anyone. Because he understands. Broken, she answers. Their love is intense, passionate, built on shared damage and mutual understanding. But it's also secret. Hidden from cameras, protected from the world that destroyed her marriage. They attend premieres separately. Vacation in remote locations. Love in the shadows. The 2020s bring unexpected challenges. The pandemic locks down the world. Naomi finds herself isolated. Alone with her thoughts for the first time in decades, she starts reading. Philosophy, psychology, books about death and dying. I'm 50, she realizes one morning. More than half my life is probably over. The thought terrifies and liberates her. Simultaneously, she begins exploring mortality, not morbidly. But honestly, what does it mean to age in Hollywood? To become invisible. Her mother's health declines. Cancer, the same disease that took her father decades earlier. Naomi flies to Australia. holds her mother's hand as she slips away. "Don't waste time on things that don't matter," her mother whispers. Her final words. The funeral is small, private, no cameras, no headlines, but something changes in Naomi that day. A shift in priorities, a clarification of values. 2023 brings new roles. Different roles. She stars in Goodnight Mommy, psychological thriller about maternal madness. Critics praise her fearlessness, but the younger generation doesn't know her work. To them, she's just another older actress. Irrelevant, the invisibility of aging hits her like a truck. "I used to stop traffic," she tells Billy over dinner. "Now I can't even stop a conversation." "Good," he replies. "Now you can be yourself instead of a symbol." His words plant a seed. What if invisibility is actually freedom? What if aging is liberation from other people's expectations? She starts dressing differently, more boldly, less concerned with approval. The fashion police notice. They're not kind. Naomi Watts' style misstep. Age-inappropriate fashion choices. Someone needs to tell her she's not 25 anymore. Each critique stings, but it also strengthens her resolve. September 2024. Venice Film Festival preparation. Her stylist lays out options. Safe choices, age-appropriate gowns, conservative jewelry. "This is beautiful," the stylist says. Holding up a classic diamond necklace, Naomi stares at it. "Perfect. Expected. Boring." "No," she says quietly. "What do you mean, no?" "I mean, I'm done playing it safe." She opens her jewelry box. In the back, behind the Cartier and Tiffany pieces, sits the coffin necklace. She bought it months earlier. A vintage Gothic piece from the 1970s, dark, unusual, meaningful to her in ways she can't fully explain. "You can't wear that," her stylist gasps. "Watch me." The red carpet moment arrives. Naomi steps out in a stunning black gown. Classic, elegant. Then the camera spot. The necklace, the tiny coffin catches the light. Gothic, defiant, impossible to ignore. Photographers go crazy. The crowd murmurs. Social media explodes instantly. But Naomi doesn't flinch. She poses, smiles, owns the moment completely. A reporter shouts a question. "Naomi, what's the meaning behind the necklace?" She pauses, looks directly into the camera. "It's a reminder," she says calmly, "that life is finite, that we don't have forever to be ourselves." The reporter looks confused. "Is this some kind of statement?" "Everything we do is a statement." She replies, "I'm just being honest about mine." The aftermath is swift and brutal. Headlines scream across every tabloid. Naomi Watts' morbid fashion disaster. Venice vampire. Watts goes Gothic. Has Naomi lost her mind? Fashion critics tear her apart. Social media trolls pile on. Even friends question her choice. But something unexpected happens. Young women start posting photos, wearing Gothic jewelry, dark fashion, embracing their own rebellious style. Older women write letters, thanking her for refusing to disappear quietly, for choosing authenticity over approval. "You gave me permission to be myself again," one fan writes. After years of trying to be invisible, the hate continues, but so does the love, the understanding, the recognition. A month later, Naomi sits in her garden. Billy brings her coffee. "Any regrets?" he asks. She touches the coffin necklace. She's been wearing it every day since Venice. "Only that I waited so long," she says. The phone buzzes. Her agent, another role offer. But this one is different. A complex older woman, flawed, interesting, real. "They specifically asked for you," her agent explains. "Said they wanted someone unafraid to take risks." Naomi smiles. The necklace catches the morning light. Sometimes the biggest risks lead to the greatest rewards. Sometimes shocking the world is exactly what it is. Sometimes being true to yourself is the most radical act of all. The Venice Film Festival moment passes into legend. The necklace becomes iconic, a symbol of fearless authenticity. But for Naomi, it's something simpler. A reminder that she spent too many years caring about other people's opinions, too many years playing it safe. She's 55 years old. She survived divorce, heartbreak, loss, and invisibility. She's earned the right to wear whatever she wants, to be whoever she chooses. To shock the world if that's what it takes to feel alive, the little girl from England who never felt like she belonged anywhere has finally found her place. Not in Hollywood's expectations, not in society's rules, but in her own truth, her own choices, her own fearless embrace of authenticity, and that's more beautiful than any diamond necklace could ever be. The coffin isn't about death, it's about life, about living fully while you still can, about refusing to disappear quietly into the shadows, about staying luminous, even in the dark. What do you think about Naomi's bold choice? Was it a fashion disaster or a statement of empowerment? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Hollywood's most fearless moments, be sure to subscribe for more stories that go beyond the headlines, because sometimes the most shocking moments reveal the most beautiful truths.